So that 7,500 was certainly something, huh? I know I've waited nearly a week. Let's talk about the opener for the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs, because there is quite a bit to talk about. Starting off, it was Toyota's night. 6 of the top 10, the top 4, and in those top 4 teams were 3 different outfits. Chase Briscoe got the win from Tyler Reddick, who was looking very close to his first win of 2025. It's weird, from a regular season champion last year to still being winless in 2025, pointing his way into the playoffs. It was a good run, despite what happened right at the start of the race. It was, lap 2, when Josh Berry tagged him with the wheel. But yeah, he managed to get home second. Behind were the 2 Legacy Motor Club cars. It's wild. Legacy, I predicted that they were going to do well last year when they switched from Chevy to Toyota. But this year, I mean, the books opened with Jimmy Johnson getting third in the Daytona 500. I don't think anything's going to top that. But yeah, it was an impressive run from all of those teams. Just behind them, we had AJ Allmendinger, who I think I had as somebody I thought was going to make the playoffs, who was just ahead of the other 2 Toyotas at the top 10. Bubba Wallace, he's been having a great run. He really has, and he could potentially point his way into the next round. And then Denny Hamlin in 7th. And yeah, he's one of my picks. I think I have him as pick for champion, don't I? Certainly opened up the roster in a good way. But yeah, for Chevy, Allmendinger was the highest one in 5th. We had, 2 others in the top 10? Kyle Busch for RCR and Hocevar for Spire. But none of them are playoff drivers. The top playoff driver for Chevy was in 11th. It was the one. It was Chastain. Then it was the lead Hendrick was the next top playoff Chevy. And actually the next top Chevy as well. 5th place in the Chevy race was Chase Elliott, who led Kyle Larson home by a couple of spots, and Byron by another couple. The person who was unluckiest out of all of them, Alex Bowman. I mean, there were some issues, but also just seemingly a bit of a lack of pace as well. He finished 2 laps down even at the end of the race. I know for a lot of stage 3 he was 1 lap down. But he was there running with SVG. He was running with McDowell, which is surprising to hear as well, because you would expect McDowell to be a bit better off. But the same for poor Christopher Bell. 20, finished 29th. That said, with the other JGR cars seemingly performing quite well. I mean, Gibbs was just behind Byron, just ahead of Dillon. He was in, 22nd. But then the other 2, you got 7th and you got the win. So JGR have got it right. They just need to see that their drivers all get through without any major issues. Ford are probably the biggest worry though. And the thing is for Ford, all 4 of them that have made it are all technically Penske. I mean, Wood Brothers is from the Penske shop. And like I said, Josh Berry was last at the end of it all. He did run 239 laps, but he spent so long behind the wall for that one. For the main Penske cars, Blaney was beaten by Elliott. Logano was beaten by Larson. The best Penske car was Austin Cindric, who was 12th. So when you're looking at the playoff grid, you can go, okay, this is a really good night for Toyota. This could potentially prove tricky as the playoffs continue. But let's quickly talk about the playoff picture, because Briscoe has shot to the top in the point standings, but he is also just locked into the next round anyway, just ahead of Gateway and the Bristol night race. Those are 2 that can just spring up absolutely wild card surprises, so it's good to have them not be a worry. Denny Hamlin's up into 2nd. He's 3 points behind Briscoe, but he's also 5 points clear of Kyle Larson, who himself is 3 points clear of the next car, Tyler Reddick. Reddick has had a good run here, and that has helped him out quite a lot. He has climbed quite a bit up the order. And actually, what's impressive is if you look at who are 4th and 5th, it's Reddick, and then it's Bubba Wallace. There's 10 points in it between the two of them. Bubba Wallace is tied with William Byron. But because playoffs are about how you perform in the playoffs, on countback it goes the way of Wallace right now. They're 3 points clear of Blaney, who is 1 point clear of Chastain, who is 9 points clear of Cindric, who himself is only 1 point clear of Christopher Bell. 2 points are then to Chase Elliott, and then Elliott is 6 points clear of SVG, who is at the cut line. Currently 3 points to the good over Joey Logano, which this is where it's going to get tricky, because SVG will need to really hope for a good result at Gateway. Bristol is the wild card for this round. And yeah, you can't expect that nobody below you is going to win. I mean, it could be that it's somebody who's not even in the playoffs that wins, but when you look at the likes of Bowman, I mean, he is quite a bit far out now. He's 19 points below the cut line, and the same for Josh Berry. But there is every chance that somebody below SVG wins, and then SVG's on the wrong side of the line, even if only by a couple of points. But anyway, folks, those are my thoughts, feelings, and observations. As always, thanks so much for watching and joining, and until next time, it's bye-bye for now.